Hey up everyone, in today's video we're going to be talking about how Payton Talbott might actually be that guy. Now there's many prospects in the UFC, so why does Payton Talbott stand out from the rest of them? Now the reason why I believe that Payton stands out compared to the rest of the prospects is mainly because of his image. If you have a first glance at Payton, what do you see? What's the thing what stands out to you the most? It's that black hole tattoo on his stomach and also on his back. And when asked about what this tattoo means, he revealed, "It's just a hole that goes through my body. It represents an internal void, emptiness, lack of emotion." That is some dark and cold shit. And I'm not going to lie to you, I feel like that explanation actually plays evident in his fights. I feel like there is a bit of emptiness and lack of emotion when he fights, which just makes this quote even more scary in my opinion. And now we forget about his image, forget about that stuff. What's the other thing what stands out with this guy? His fight style. This guy is very entertaining and very scary to watch. And this was very evident in his last fight over the weekend at UFC 303, where he was able to get rid of his opponent in just 20 seconds, I believe, and he finished him with a 1-2. And then an even better example was his performance against Cameron Simon. For those who don't know, Cameron Simon's a very young South African fighter who's very talented and was also a prospect. And Payton Talbott absolutely wiped the floor with him, and this is the fight what put him on the map in my opinion. Like after this fight I saw so many edits on TikTok of Payton Talbott, it's actually crazy. And now this guy is currently 3-0 inside of the octagon, and all 3 wins come by finish, and he's only just 25 years old. And another reason why I'm so interested in Payton Talbott is because of the weight division that this guy is in. He is in the bantamweight division, and that's arguably the most stacked division. I would actually say that is the most stacked division inside of UFC, and he is currently in that. And there's also many prospects in that division, like Umar Nurmagomedov, Kyler Phillips, you got Raul Rosas Jr. You know, there's many prospects in this division, and he's one of them. And I just can't wait to see how Payton plays out in this division. He recently called out Adrian Yanez, which I think is a great call out. People forget that Adrian Yanez only a couple of years ago was the next big thing, was the next big prospect in the bantamweight division, and then he lost to Rob Font and Jonathan Martinez, and now his hype's kind of slowed down a bit, but he's still a very good fighter, and I'll be very interested in this fight and think it makes a lot of sense right now. And with only just 3 fights into his UFC career, this guy has over 100k followers on Instagram. That might not seem like a big deal, but I'm thinking of the overall picture. 3 fights in against nobody who's really a big name or anything like that, and to have over 100k followers says that he's doing something right and shows that people are very interested in this prospect. I'm actually quite baffled that the UFC didn't put this guy on the main card. You had Bueno Silva taking on Macy Chiasson, who a lot of people thought shouldn't be on the main card, including myself. And if you put Payton Talbott on that one and he delivered that performance, you would have had potentially a lot more eyes on that prospect, generating a bigger star. But if I'm the UFC, I'm trying to get Payton back into the octagon ASAP fucking Rocky. This guy took no damage whatsoever, you know, only lasted 20 seconds. And I don't think that his opponent landed a strike on him. So why not get him back in the octagon as soon as you can? I don't know when Adrian Yanez, whether he's fit to go, whether he has a fight up and coming or anything like that. Try and make that fight. Try and even make it for the Sphere at UFC 306, again, to get a lot of eyes on this big star potentially. But yeah guys, I just had to make a video about Payton Talbott because I'm just so invested and interested in how this guy's career actually plays out, and every time he fights I look forward to it, and I can't wait to see more fights from him in the future. Before I end the video, make sure to check out Payton Talbott's YouTube channel. It's very different to other UFC fighters' YouTube channels, you know, where it's like the typical predictions and reactions. Payton doesn't do that. He does different like videos that's very unique and different, and just make him a lot more interesting. But let me know in the comments what you think of Payton Talbott, whether you're on the hype train, whether you're not on the hype train, and how successful you think he can be in his career. Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.